Good morning, dear students. This is part 5 of chapter 12, that is electricity. This is the last part of the chapter. Already 4 parts of the chapter we have done, and I hope you have gone through all those 4 parts and you understood the concepts clearly. Okay, so now let me show you what we are going to discuss in this session. In this session, we'll discuss only one topic, that is the last topic of the chapter, electric power. Okay, here is the formula of electric power. P is equal to W upon T. Rest of the things we will discuss in coming slides. The simple definition of electric power is rate of doing work is known as power. Okay, and here we can say that rate of consumption of electrical energy is electric power. If you remember, in previous session we have derived equation H is equal to I square RT. Actually, what is this? This also gives the rate at which electric energy is dissipated or consumed in any electric circuit. That is also termed as electric power. So power P can be given by P is equal to VI, or P is equal to I square R or V square upon R. From where these formulas we have derived? See, this is VI. From Ohm's law, if we substitute the value of V, we will get I square R. And in the same manner, we will get V square R. So P is equal to VI. The SI unit of electric power is watt, and it is denoted by W. It 1 watt, if we define 1 watt, so 1 watt is the power that is consumed by a device that carries 1 ampere of current, and when it is operated at a potential difference of 1 volt. So 1 watt is equal to 1 volt into 1 ampere, means 1 VA or 1 watt. So that is definition of 1 watt, and this is formula. Fine. See, the unit watt is very small. So actually in regular practice we use a much larger unit, and that is kilowatt. 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watts, that you know. So electric energy is the product of power and time. The unit of electric energy is watt hour. 1 watt hour is the energy that is consumed when 1 watt power is used for 1 hour. That is unit of electrical energy that we are using in our home. The commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour. Why? Because watt hour is a very smaller unit, and energy cannot be consumed in watt hour. It is consumed or it is used in kilowatt hour, and 1 kilowatt hour is known as 1 unit. If you observe your electricity bill, their units are written, and you will pay the electricity bill in the terms of unit. As many as unit you have used, you will pay accordingly. So what is that unit? That unit is kilowatt hour. If you have used 200 units, it means you have consumed electricity 200 kilowatt hour. Okay. So 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 1 kilowatt को watt में बनाओ 1000 watt, और hour के second 3600 second. So 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3 into 6 10 to the power 6 watt second. Okay, so 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 watt second or joule. This equation is very important, and many times it is asked in your exam in 1 mark. 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. This is example 12.12. Let me read the example for you. Example is, an electric bulb is connected to 220 voltage generator. The current is 0.50 ampere. Now you have to find out the power of the bulb. It is very simple. The formula of power is equal to VI. You just have to substitute the values of V and I, and you will get the answer. 110 volt. Okay. Here this is the picture. Heating effect of electric current. In a light bulb, the heated filament, which is also a resistive wire, becomes so hot that light is also emitted. and inside this argon gas is filled, and here is the filament. If you remember, the filament is made up of tungsten. Okay, because the numerical was of electric bulb, so I kept this electric bulb over here. This will remind you that this is the example of heating effect of electric current. Another example, 12.13. Let me read it for you. What does it say? It says an electric refrigerator rated 400 watt operates 8 hours per day. What is the cost of the energy to operate it for 30 days at rupees 3 per kilowatt hour? Means you have to find out the cost. मतलब electricity bill you have to find out. तो उसके लिए you should know units. Okay, so you have to find out the total units. चलो find out करते हैं. The total units या total energy consumed by the refrigerator in 30 days निकालना है. Okay, तो सबसे पहले P 400 watt, timing 8 hour per day, and total for how many days? 30 days. So how much energy we have used? That is 96000 watt hour. And now if we convert it into kilowatt, so we will divide it by 1000, and that will be 96 kilowatt hour. So this is the total energy you have used during these 30 days. And now you are supposed to pay. Okay. So what is the value of, what is the, I should say, what is the cost of 1 unit? The cost of 1 unit is 3 rupees. So the cost of 96 unit, 96 multiplied by 3, that is rupees 288. Okay. It was an easy question. Now here are another question. Let me read the first one. What determines the rate at which energy is delivered by a current? So that is electric power. Okay. Another question is, an electric motor takes 5 ampere from a 220 voltage line. Ampere is given, voltage is given. Now you have to determine the power of the motor and the energy consumed in 2 hours. Okay. See, power is equal to W by T. So W is equal to PT. First you find out P and then you find out W, and then W is equal to VIT. So V is equal to 220, I is equal to 5, and T is equal to 2. Answer will be there. Okay, now this is the exercise of chapter 12. I'll solve all the questions for you. You can sit with your book. If you're not having, you can take it, pause the video and take your textbook. And you can take one notebook also. There you can write hints, and later on also you can solve the questions if you want. So the first question, let me read it for you. A piece of wire of resistance R is cut into 5 equal parts. Okay, there is a wire and that is cut into 5 equal parts. These parts are then connected in parallel. If the equivalent resistance is R dash, then find out R upon R dash. Okay, the correct answer will be T, 25. Let me give you the hint how it will be 25. See, there is a wire and it is divided into 5 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. ये 5 equal parts हैं, and resistance of each is R. And now if these are connected into parallel, so what will be the equivalent resistance? According to the formula, this will be 1 upon R dash is equal to 5 by R plus 5 by R plus 5 by R plus 5 by R plus 5 by R. It means 25 upon R. Okay. So from here, R upon R dash is equal to 25. That is the correct answer, right? The second one is, which of the following terms does not represent electrical power in the circuit? Means which one is not the formula of electrical power? The correct answer is B. B is not the formula. How? Okay, see. Here you can see P is equal to VI. So this is the formula of power. If I substitute the value of P, I will get I square R. Matlab this is also the formula. Now in P is equal to V upon I, if we substitute the value of I, we will get V square upon R, this one. So this is the only term that does not represent electric power. So this is correct answer. Now the third question is, an electric bulb is rated to 20 voltage and 100 watt. Okay. Now if it is operated on 110 voltage, then the power consumed will be, you have to find out the power. The correct answer will be D. And how it will be D? Let me solve it for you. In first case, okay, the formula is P is equal to V upon R. This is the formula. And here the value of V is 220 and R is 100, and we will, sorry, P is equal to V upon R. And I have to find out the value of R. So R is equal to 220 square upon P, and that is 484. Fine. Now in second case, when the value of voltage will be 110, at that time P will be V square upon R. The formula is same. And here V is equal to 110 and the value of R is 484. यहाँ से this is 484. So the answer of P will be 25 watt. Okay. And now question number 4. Two conducting wires of the same material of equal length, same material, and equal diameter are first connected in series and then parallel. Okay. Same potential difference is used both the times. Now the ratio of the heat produced in series and parallel combination would be, okay, ratio of the heat means you have to find out the value of heat when they are connected in series and when they are connected in parallel, and then it is to be divided. Okay, and the correct answer is 1:4. Let me give you the hint how it will be 1:4. See, you know the formula of heat produced. H is equal to V square upon R into T. From where do you remember H is equal to I square RT? Okay. So from this we have derived H is equal to V square R upon T and H parallel V square RP upon T. Okay. So V square cut, T cut, and we will get HS मतलब H series upon HP मतलब H parallel. So HS upon HP is equal to RP upon RS. Okay. अब now R series, when both are connected in series, तो final R क्या होगा? R plus R is equal to 2R. When these are connected in parallel, तो R क्या होगा? 1 upon R plus 1 upon R is equal to 2 upon R, and RP is equal to R upon 2. Now just find out the ratio. So HP upon HS is equal to R2 upon 2R is equal to 1/4. That's why this is the correct answer. Now question number 5. How is a voltmeter connected in the circuit to measure the potential difference between 2 points? If you remember, I told you voltmeter is always connected in two parallel. Question number 6 is, a copper wire has diameter 0.5 millimeter. Okay, diameter 0.55. Resistivity है 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 8 ohm meter. What will be the length of this wire to make its resistance 10 ohm? How much does the resistance change if diameter is doubled? There are two questions. Okay, so let me solve these questions. The answer will be 1/4. And the solution, for solution I have to move to the next slide. Okay, this was the question. I have written it here so that when we are solving it, the terms will be in front of us. The formula that you remember, R is equal to rho L upon A. Okay, so before moving further, let me find out the value of A. A is equal to pi diameter upon 2 square. From where? See, A is equal to pi R square. That you know. But here the value of D is given. So if I don't want to change the D into R, I'll substitute the value of R in terms of D. R is equal to D upon 2. Okay. Pi D upon 2 square. is equal to pi d square upon 4. And here it is written pi d upon 2 square. Fine. Okay, now from this formula R is equal to rho L upon A. Find out the value of L. L क्या होगा? L होगा R A upon rho. Okay, chalo. At first we have to find out the length. So we will substitute the values. R की value 10. कहाँ से? It is given over here. Value of A. A क्या होगा? Pi D upon 2 square. So pi and D upon 2 square. Okay. And now rho. The value of rho is given over here. And now you solve it, we will get it over here. So the first half of the question is solved. Now it is asked that how much does the resistance change if diameter is doubled. Okay, so again now we have to find out the R and diameter will be double. So value of D will be double. Okay, so that is here resistivity rho and then value of L and then A pi R square or D square upon 2. And now we will take the value of D is double. The answer will be this. Okay. Question number 7. The value of current I is flowing in given resistor for the corresponding values of potential difference V across the resistor. And these are the values of I, these are the values of V. What you have to do, you have to plot a graph between V and I. And then you have to calculate the resistance of the resistor. Okay. So chalo, let us plot the graph. You can plot the graph like this. On x-axis voltage, on y-axis current. X-axis voltage, y-axis current. And you just have to point these points. Okay. And the graph will be straight line. If you remember when we were discussing Ohm's law, I told you that the graph for Ohm's law will always be straight line. Okay. And if we find out the slope, that is 1 upon R. So that is 2 upon 6.8. R is equal to 3.4 ohm. Okay. Let me clear all these red lines. Now it is clean. And now I am reading next question for you. When a 12-volt battery is connected across an unknown resistor, there is a current of 2.5 mA in the circuit. Find the value of resistance of the resistor. Okay. Here you will use the formula R is equal to V upon I. The value of V is equal to 12 and the value of I is 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 3y. It is converted into ampere and this is the answer. It is an easy question. Now question number 9. The battery of 9 volt is connected in a series with resistors 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 and 12 ohm respectively. How much current would flow through 12 ohm resistor? Okay. जो 12 ओम रजिस्टर है इसमें से कितना करंट जाता है? Okay, here we will use Ohm's law. I is equal to V upon R. Okay, the value of V is 9 volt and the value of R is 13.4 ohm. And this is 0.671. And can you tell me from where did we get this 13.4 ohm? Okay, let me tell you. These all our resistors are connected in series. So in series, what is the formula to find out the equivalent resistance? R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4 and plus R5. So we will get equivalent resistance. And that value of R we have used over here. Fine. Okay. And 10th question is already solved over here. How many 176 resistors are required to carry 5 ampere on a 220 line, 20 volt line. Okay, parallel connection hai, fine. Okay, now use Ohm's law. R is equal to V upon I, and V is 220 and ampere is 5. So 220 upon 5 is equal to 44 ohm. So for one connection 44 ohm and total 176 resistors. So number you have to find out, the 176 upon 44. The answer is 4. Okay. Now the question number 11. Show how would you connect the resistors. How many resistors are there? There are totally 3 resistors here. Each of resistance is 6 ohm. Now you have to connect them whether in series or in parallel, or you have to use both the cases, but the answer should be 9 ohm and 4 ohm. Okay, I'll tell you how to connect. In first case and in second case, both the cases are here. There are 3 resistances. To get equivalent resistance 9 ohm, you can connect them. First you connect these two in parallel, and then you connect the third one in the series of these two equivalent resistance we collected by the series. Okay, now case 2, you connect these two in series and then connect the third one in parallel. You can solve and you can find out answers also. Let me give you a hint for first case. See, 1 by 6 and 1 by 6. These two are connected in parallel. What you have to do, you just have to find out the equivalent resistance for parallel connection of the both. So what will be the answer? From here you will get 1 by 1 upon r dash. You just find out the value of r dash. So whatever will be the value of r dash, you just have to add it with 6. Why? Because this r dash and this 6 are in series. So the answer will be r dash, sorry, it is r dash, rub it. This is not r plus, this is r dash. R dash plus 6. Can you find out the value of r dash right now? Let me solve it for you. It will be 2 upon 6 means 1 upon 3. So if 1 upon r dash is equal to 1 upon 3, so r dash will be 3. So r dash will be 3. So 3 plus 6 is equal to 9. Okay. And here this is the 9. So in first case the answer is matching, means our connection is correct. In the same manner, second connection. Second means this 6 and this both 6. So the equivalent resistance will be 6 plus 6 means 12. And now this is connected with the third one in parallel. Okay, chalo find out karo. So 1 by r dash is equal to 1 upon 12 plus 1 upon 6. Now find out, the answer will be 100% 4. Okay, question number 12. Several electric bulbs designed to be used on 220 voltage electric supply line, and they are rated 10 watt. How many lamps can be connected in parallel with each other across the two wires of 220 voltage line if the maximum allowable current is 5A? Okay, how many lamps you have to find out? Chalo, let us solve it. Here you will use the formula R is equal to V square upon P. The value of R is 220 square and the value of P is 10 watt. Okay, where is my pointer? It is here. So R is equal to 220 square upon 10 means 4840 ohm. The value of R now we are having. Now use Ohm's law. What does it say? V is equal to IR, or R is equal to VI. Now here value of V is 220 and I is 5 ampere. So here now R is 44 ohm. Okay. Resistance of each electric bulb is 4840 ohm, and the equivalent resistance of number of bulbs, suppose x bulbs are there, what it will be? So 1 upon r, 1 upon r1, 1 upon r1 up to x times. So 1 upon r is equal to 1 upon r1 into x. X is equal to 4840 upon 44 means 110. This is the correct answer. Question number 13. A hot plate of an electric oven connected to 220 voltage line that has two resistance coils A and coils B. Acha, each of the coil has 24 ohm resistance and that may be used separately, in series or in parallel. What are the currents in three cases? Okay, there are three cases. You have two resistances 24 ohm and 24 ohm, and there are three cases, एक बार separately, एक बार series और एक बार parallel, और you have to find out the current. चलो find करते हैं. See, first cases क्या है? जब coils separate हैं, second case जब coil series में है, और third case जब coil parallel में है. अब how to find out the value of I की find करनी है. तो formula of I क्या होता है? V is equal to IR. ओके, अब यहाँ पर I is equal to V upon R. ओके, V तो आपके पास है 220 वोल्टेज. R you have to find out. तो फर्स्ट केस में R कितना होगा? 24 ओम, तो आंसर आ जाएगा. सेकेंड केस में 24 प्लस 24 बिकॉज दे आर कनेक्टेड इन सीरीज 48 ओम, और थर्ड केस में 1 by 24 प्लस 1 by 24, 2 by 24, 1 by 12. So 1 upon r is equal to 1 by 12. R will be 12. So in all three cases you can find out the answer. Okay. This is question number 14. Compare the power used in 2 ohm resistor in each of the following circuits. First case क्या है? 6 voltage बैटरी है और 1 ohm and 2 ohm सीरीज में है, तो भी हमको 2 ohm में पावर फाइंड आउट करना है. सेकेंड केस बैटरी इज ऑफ 4 वोल्ट एंड रजिस्टर है 12 ओम एंड 2 ओम, यहाँ पर भी हमको 2 ओम में पावर फाइंड आउट करना है. ओके, ओम्स लॉ यू नो, V इज इक्वल टू आई आर. वहां से इफ आई फाइंड आउट I विल बी V अपॉन R, मतलब 6 अपॉन 3 2A. फॉर फर्स्ट केस आई एम फाइंड आउट I. ओके, तो I is 2A. अब the same current will flow to both the resistors. Now I can find out the value of P. P is equal to I square upon R. So I square, I square upon R नहीं, I square into R. So I square into R is equal to 8 watt. And the second case is यहाँ पर because it is parallel, अब यहाँ पर हम P find out करेंगे. P is equal to V square upon R हम यहाँ रखेंगे. Why? Because voltage is same. Parallel में इधर 12 ohm में भी और 2 ohm में भी voltage will be same. तो P is equal to V square upon R. V कितना है? 4 square. R 2 ohm. तो 4 for the 16 upon 2 is equal to 8 ohm. Okay. Question number 15. There are two lamps. एक है 100 watt 220 voltage, another 60 watt 220 voltage, and they are connected in parallel. Okay. What current is drawn from the line if the supply voltage is 220? Okay. चलो solve करते हैं. P is equal to V into I. तो I is equal to P upon V. So I is equal to P upon V for first case. यहाँ पर P कितना है 100 और V कितना है 220, तो आपके पास आंसर आ गया 100 अपॉन 220A. ओके, अब विद द सेम फॉर्मूला इन सेकेंड केस I is equal to 60 upon 220 एम्पियर एंड सी दे आर कनेक्टेड इन पैरेलल. क्वेश्चन में खुद ही कह रहे हैं दे आर कनेक्टेड इनटू पैरेलल. यहाँ पर तो पैरेलल के लिए क्या फॉर्मूला होता है? 1 अपॉन R1 प्लस 1 अपॉन R2. फाइंड आउट कर दो वैल्यू. What current is drawn from the line if the supply is 220 voltage? So 100 upon 220 plus 60 upon 220. आंसर आपके पास आ जाएगा 0.727. The next question is which use more energy, 250-watt TV in 1 hour or 1200-watt toaster in 10 minutes? Two appliances are there, एक TV और एक toaster. So which one will use more energy? Okay. Energy H is equal to PT. For first case, H is equal to 250 into 3600 seconds. Answer will be 9 into 10 to the power 5. And for the second case, H is equal to 1200 into 600, 7.2 into 10 to the power 5. Now you can see which appliance is using more energy. Question number 17. An electric heater of resistance 8 ohm draws 15 ampere current 2 hours में. What you have to calculate? The rate at which heat is developed in the heater. Okay. Here you will use the formula P is equal to I square R. The value of I is 15 and the value of I is R is 8. So 15 square into 8, the answer will be there. Question number 18. Why is the tungsten used almost exclusively for filament of electric lamp? If you remember, the properties of tungsten we have discussed, and that is the resistivity and melting point of tungsten is very high. That is why it is used for filament in electric lamps. Second is, why are the conductors of electric heating devices such as bread toasters, electric iron made up of alloy rather than a pure metal? Okay, here also the resistivity of alloy is very high, that is why they are used. Okay, जिससे कि वो ज़्यादा गर्म हो सके. Why is the series arrangement not used for domestic circuits? See, if series arrangement will be there, so voltage will be divided in the circuit and the amount of the current will be decreases and our device will get hot and it will not work properly. That is why series arrangement is not used. The question next is, how does the resistivity of a wire vary? The resistivity of a wire vary with the area of cross section. The resistance of a wire resistance is inversely proportional to area. And why are copper and aluminum wires usually employed for electricity transmission? Because they are good conductors of electricity and their resistivity is low. That is why they are used. So I think this was the last question of the exercise. So this was all about electricity. The session is over and with that chapter is also over. In this session I have tried to solve all the questions. You can go through the session again, you can watch the video again and do one thing, write all the numericals in your fair book. So thank you students. Now we'll be meeting again with new chapter.